Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Right, hi there, my name is Prospero, and today I'm going to be playing a bit of Hardspace Shipbreaker. I've had the game sitting in my library for a while. Thought it would always be, could be something fun to play on stream if and when I finally got around to dealing with that, and after, what is it, well over a year of prevaricating on that, I finally actually set up the relevant things to deal with that, so hopefully it has been worth the wait. So there might be a little bit of settings that I need to deal with, because I have to go through the intro cutscene first before I get to the main menu from the looks of it. I did try loading it up earlier, but it was putting me into the tutorial first, so I wanted to try and do that blind on stream, so we'll see how that goes. Right, so we've got difficulty levels that we're looking at here. No time, shift timer and oxygen drain for more relaxed experience, unlimited live work on the clock, and those two appear to be locked. Alright, right, I think I'll go with standard on there. Let's see what we got. That's a lot of emails. Alright, let's see. Congratulations, you've been accepted into the Lynx Corporation's pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Your selection was based on above average physical and cognitive ability. Above average. You're assigned to Salvage Station 42, designation Morrigan. Demonstrate the ability to build and grow a profitable operation, and a number of exciting opportunities await you. Remember, employment in this program is at the sole discretion of Lynx Corporation and can be revoked at any time. Acts of malice or insubordination will not be tolerated. Upon signing this form, please proceed immediately to the nearest Lynx Corporation shuttle hub for transport to the work site. Finalize the following pages to confirm employment. Alright, yay, video games about having a job. Alright, here we go. Work, asset replacement program to new employees, details of spare package. You gotta be careful about that DNA corruption. Lots of it. Right. Standard, unlimited spare fuel. 15 hours, you will learn what that's been. Oh yeah, that's unlimited lives, but this stuff costs money. Alright. Let's... I don't know what we got here. Why do I have to double tap these? This is just the rest of the stream, just random screams. Okay, let's go with that. Orientation. Standard, I think. Meals. What is an entomatarian? That looks like grubs to me. That's chicken. harbour interest. Okay. I have completed my animal exam and been cleared of having the colours lung. I have no commercial or real estate interests on Luna, in the asteroid belt, or in the nation-state of Arizona. Nation-state. I will bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. I understand and accept the health risks associated with long-term exposure to a van der Waals field. I will vote for Chancellor Chung Zhang in the Pan-American Senate election. Well, none of these end-user license agreements ever actually count for anything anyway, so... points to writing up this entire thing. Read the rest of that later sometime. I don't especially want to skip training, so we'll see how that goes. Space.
Into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Hello, Cutter 9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rai Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard Heed your superiors. Believe in the Link's vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our EverWork program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth.
Well, that's
With
not
Link,
ominous at all.
death is a fresh start. Good luck.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Link's EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable. Please note, as outlined in Section 31
Yeah, having
of your employment
headphones on
agreement,
for this bit
the
is
process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now. Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
ouch. Alright. It is now safe to die. Alright. Let's see what we got. This is fine. I'm sure I'll be able to work it off soon enough. Right. Here we go.
All right. Breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first
Rotating.
Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters.
Sensitivity seems a little low. Alright, what do I want? It's Q and E for roll, is it?
Alright. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster
Targeting
controls.
something.
Now, try moving around. Now vertical control.
Very floaty, this movement. Space and C is up and down, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
A little surprising. Normally when I play FPS games with this mouse, it suddenly starts with the sensitivity way too high. But just everything's some deliberate movement here.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most
Control or
important
QE
thing.
for brakes.
Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you?
Alright. Not really much of a sense of up or down once you start rotating a whole bunch. Alright.
All right.
Not sure whether QE or
Like the bay
control is
here
better
was
for
left in
braking.
a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just...
Well, I wasn't in the way of that.
There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a Shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards
Ow.
it. Check out your HUD when you've got an object grappled. It shows you the mass of the object and whether you can move it or not.
Alright, so if I press F, it'll... so it's a catapult rather than just a gradual
Nice job
push.
cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Huh. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple.
Nothing.
I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up.
What's scanner T?
This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting.
So you want me to toggle scanner off again?
You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
That tool menu is R.
The cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. Now, it's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
So, in theory, if I use... Oh no, I'm out of range. Okay. Now I'm in range.
That's how you do it.
Okay.
Okay. Let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Just about able to move it. In theory, now, if it just slides nicely in and doesn't stop. Yes, I can't just propel them indefinitely. I do want to give them a little bit more momentum than that sometimes. There we go.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there.
Over where?
Now this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're gonna have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool, start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now.
Wireframe. Alright, cutter tool. And then V to switch to split
Now
mode.
try changing the angle of the cut.
Ah, okay.
We're in business.
Suddenly dead space.
I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Alright. Ah, so this goes to the furnace, does it? Okay, I see. You know, I think I'm going to split this into smaller chunks next bit. Oh, G swaps that as well, does it? Okay. Wait, why are you still stuck together? I cut you, didn't I? There we go.
Material accepted.
Right, so
Credits
it's
transferred.
escaping somewhere there. Where are they gone? Oh, there they are. Alright, so those are going. Let's get this last bit
Material
in.
deposited.
Alright, starting to get a feel for how this moves.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there. Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it
There we
easy.
go.
When you get there, head on in and we'll get started.
Okay, so I'm starting to get a feel for how the controls work here. It's very floaty in terms of its movement. You've really got to sort of plan in advance where you're going to be heading at any given time. You can't just sort of immediately turn around and stop what you're doing. And I suspect that is going to become one of the challenges once you're dealing with a lot more stuff in the same place. Alright. And my shift. There we go. Okay. Well, 400 grand for 10 minutes is not the worst thing ever.
New certification level awarded. License upgraded.
Alright. Alright, so I get to see what the stuff there is after each round. And now we gotta wait for the next load to come through. Yeah, there we go. Do I move
Hello,
around?
Shipbreaker.
Ah, it's point and
You
click,
have
okay.
1. Incoming transmission waiting.
Alright, and can't use the equipment over there, can I? Okay. Ooh, posters. Can I do anything with these? Ah, I see. Ah, that's R, not E. Okay, that's why I was scrolling through this. That one looks pretty cool, though. Alright. Can't use the equipment yet. Living space. Ooh.
Welcome
Here we go.
to your new home, Cutter. There's everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab.
Plenty of room in here
Now,
at least.
How's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. Sleep tight there, Cutter.
Alright. Well, let's take a look around first. Oh, no. Okay, I don't get to sleep. I don't get to look around first. I've got to... Wait, what goes? Alright.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Good morning, random
Today's
AI.
weather report. Clear and sunny, with a high of minus 270 degrees.
Ooh, tropical and warm outside. It's, bunch more emails. Minimum payments. Okay. Alright.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested.
I need
Ready
to
to
deal with the
continue
VSync on
training?
here, I think. as well.
Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read.
Lots of posters in here. Right, where's me? Settings. There we are. Video. Let's turn that VSync on. Is everything else about where I want it to be? Mouse sensitivity seems about right. I'm sure I'll get used to the mouse sensitivity. That all looks about fine. Alright. Save. Yes, please. Graphics card appears to be heating up a little bit over there, but maybe switching on VSync will help now. Alright, what we got around here? Can't go to shift, suit, bed, equipment room, terminal. There's nothing in the kitchen. Deal with the rest of these posters at a later point. Alright, let's go look at the computer. Alright, let's see. Okay. Spares and use, safeguarding your career growth. In 2291, when Lynx rolled out the life-changing Everwork asset replacement program to their employees, we achieved what other companies have not, making work safer and allowing learning and growth without the risk of permanent death. With a noble profession such as shipbreaking, unplanned death is a natural part of the job, and our shipbreakers have bravely faced the often arduous challenges and risks of their important work. However, Lynx cares about the well-being and growth of our family. The introduction of Everwork spares to replace damaged or destroyed bodies allows you to fail safely, ensuring another day in the yard and another shot at improving your skills. For only a minimal fee, sophisticated monitoring systems in your suit will watch out for excessive bodily harm, triggering a generation of a spare upon unfortunate workplace mishaps. An array of neural recorders in your helmet transfer your presence seamlessly ** to the new spare. This process is mostly bearable, and recent advancements have even removed grief-related downtime, effectively eliminating the need for recovery time between transfers. Getting access to our spares technology is simple. Our onboarding procedure includes the collection of your genetic data safely stored in our secure servers. From the moment you join us, you no longer need to worry about expiring before your time. Death is a fresh start. Presence transfer protocol has a 0.001 margin of error due to solar interference, signal strength, subject state of mind at the moment of transfer, and other factors. Over very long periods of time, this may result in identity shift, a medically benign process with minimal impacts on subject's working ability. Fun. New ship, mackerel, light and cargo and station hopper. New ship access, blah blah blah. The Kleinco mackerel is the most common ship in the colonies. The light cargo model is used for civilian cargo and can contain a wide variety of objects. The station hopper transport is outfitted with ad terminals. Electrical safety is advised. I'm Guessing that is probably what we're going to be working on first. Salvage goals. Lynx is proud to introduce the all-new salvage goal system to our valued shipbreakers. With performance in mind, salvage goals should help shipbreakers in understanding the expected total value from a ship. Established by our finely tuned salvage assessment algorithms, salvage goals are an incentive that rewards overall progress, yielding additional rewards when reached. These goals provide many goodies to our valued shipbreakers, highly rewarding those who will reach all provided salvage goals without destroying salvage. Lynx encourages employees to aim for salvaging as much material as possible on all provided ships in order to maximize the value of ships provided. Financial relief program. Everything important and good in this world comes with a price. Each privileged person who joins our family to become a shipbreaker comes with significant costs. Fortunately, Lynx shoulders the burden of these costs temporarily in order to let you hit the ground running and begin training stress-free. This cost sharing is handled through our innovative Employee Financial Relief Program. This program covers all essential onboarding costs and fees, including the costs of training and equipment borrowed from Lynx Salvage. Also included is the fees for the Everwork Asset Replacement Program, which enables safe, unlimited career progression and growth through the power of Lynx technology. Every time they say Lynx, I can't help but think of the deodorant company. They've expanded over the centuries slightly. Now they're tearing apart ships, in addition to making mass-produced deodorant. In return, as your skills and expertise grow, all the value that you earn as a shipbreaker will be automatically deducted from the amount that you owe to the financial relief program. This ensures that the borrowed amount is paid off as quickly as possible, so you can get on with building yourself a brighter future. Wonder what happens when you do actually reach zero debt in this game. Probably just get more. That sounds like the way this kind of narrative would be going. Scanner structure mode. Structure mode is pre-installed on every opticool cross-spectrum scanner unit in the standard issued Lynx worksuit. This mode is a core part of the Shipbreaker toolset, as it lets you assess the structural makeup of a ship, clearly demarcating hull panels, structural beams, and important cut points. Structure mode is the default mode when you activate the scanner, unless you were previously using a different mode.
Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too.
Most?
Alright, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
Alright, I guess I'm probably only going to have one or two options, but let me just finish reading this first. The certification system is our proprietary career progression tool for all of our shipbreakers. It provides each employee with a fulfilling and promising future as part of the Lynx family. Certification ranks range from 1 as the entry point all the way up to rank 30, which is reserved only for our most accomplished employees. It is advised to view the certification tab in your HAB terminal as a guide to gain access to more tools, upgrades, ships, and hazard levels. Proving yourself as a loyal and skilled employee will reward you with fresh new challenges in the work bay. Good luck. Alright, let me just check. Zoom in real quick. Just a moment. Alright, okay. Alright, sorted. Sorry about that. Certification, ooh. 30 ranks in here. So I'm guessing those ones are the tutorial from 1 to 5, and then what we can get. Tether module. Well, there's a lot of stuff that unlocks at rank 5. Oxygen capacity. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with oxygen, wasn't I? Yes, okay. Alright, I can work with that. Hopefully at least don't have to worry about oxygen whilst in here. Oh no, that one's still off. Okay. Alright. No use beating around the bush. Let's go tear a ship apart, shall we?
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
Alright, macro, light cargo, station hopper. I can't remember the specifics of the differences between the two, but no hazards on H, on any values there. Okay, well this one has the highest value, if only by a little bit, so I guess I might as well go for that one. Let's go.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
Okay, I don't see any references to oxygen so far, so I can take my time with figuring this out to start with. Alright, so let's see. So I've got an outer plate here and a lot of nanocarbon on the outside, nanocarbon attached to those. So if I get in and I cut those cut points across those, then I might be able to just pull the sides off right off the bat. Ah, okay, we've got a door going in here. Alright. Alright, okay. Alright, let's see what happens when we cut some of these panels free. Now if I'm lucky, does that sever that right off the bat, or is that still connected? That looks to still be connected to something somewhere. Alright. Yeah, that's still connected. Alright, how can I get you for free? Alright, possibly going to have to draw some squares here, aren't I? Alright. Alright, let's get back to the cutter. And I want to swap to that.
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first. But trust me, soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start, salvaging back down Earthside, in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in, one of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything.
Above
We
cut
almost
grade.
never saw people-looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. Weaver out.
Alright. Alright. So I can't just get the base, the outer panels off immediately, so let's... There's a cut level on this, and my cutting tool. My cutting tool can only cut certain surfaces. Alright, let's hop back outside again to see. See what we got. Alright, so that's dark blue, so it's telling me I can't cut as many of them. Light. Okay, those are cut level 3. Ugh, it's very easy to start drifting in this game. Alright. Is there anything I can do to sever some of this further? Maybe I can't do all of it immediately, so I just need to try and get some of the inside first. Right. It is very easy to just sort of randomly drift off here, so... Music's nice though. Alright. So some of these bits on the outside I can't. The red bits are ones that I can cut, seemingly. So are there any bits that I can just get out through the door, or am I going to have to cut them into smaller segments right off the bat? Alright, can I do anything with the blast starters? That's on the outside, and that's reasonably easy to access. Is it attached to anything? No cutting points, so I'm probably just going to have to laser this. That's the end. Am I getting this? Getting there, I think. Ooh, that looks like it's come free. Alright, there we go, so started. Now, in theory, I should just be able to...
Raw material accepted.
There we go. Alright, we're getting started. That got me at least some stuff. What the green thing down there is it a ship, or is it just part of the station that I'm dealing with? Alright. Slowly getting a feel for this.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Alright, and that... Yeah, I've already cut the bit there from the looks of it, so in theory, if I take my cutter and line myself up and slice there, there we go. That has now opened me up an extra gap in which to pull some of these extra bits out. So, from here, I'm going to want to see if I can separate some of these chunks of the inside section that are in red. That was a level 3. Those won't call themselves impossible cut through normal means, but they're only level 2, but those are level 3. And those bits are aluminium, which I guess I want to start severing a few of these panels next. Alright, so if I line you up nicely, and... Yeah, the beam doesn't seem to always catch perfectly based on where it looks like the laser is going. It's where you line up seems to be where it actually cuts. There we go! And that has nicely and cleanly cut that free, so if I sort of grapple that... Whether or not I can get it out this gap is another story. Oh, is something else come free? Oh, okay, those are also free. Okay, so maybe I can deal with this. Okay. Alright, where's the other bit gone? There it is.
Multiple object accepted for processing.
Stop moving. Alright, where's that aluminium gone? I know there's some of it around here. There it is.
Raw material deposited.
Okay, starting to get a feel for how this works now. So I cut that and then parts of the front just came off instantly there, like they weren't actually connected anymore.
Deposit accepted for processing.
So I guess some of these bits can be separated. Why did the side there not come free? Oh well, I'll figure it out soon enough. Let's get some of these sections severed now. So I get this in a bit. Cut free next. So that wants to be those bits severed. You really got to sort of know where you're moving for this. Yeah, that one didn't fully cut. I keep pressing Control to try and go down, but that's not what the button is. Alright. What are this? If I cut that, will that be enough to make that start moving? Yes, it will. Is that entirely animated? Well, I've just retrieved. Can you get out? Oh, okay, okay, that whole thing is now moving. Okay, that's... Alright, can you stop? 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 Okay. Okay, right. I need to learn how these things connect sometimes. Right, so is that entirely aluminium? Yes, it is. So in theory, I should be able to get that straight into there now. As long as I don't send anything else drifting off into the middle of nowhere whilst I work on it. There's clearly rules by which some things are connected but others aren't. You moving? You gonna go in? You gonna go in? Let's give it another push. Okay, yes, I'm getting close enough that my screen does not like it. There we go. Alright, now let's deal with this bit that's drifting off into the middle of nowhere. Now I think this is mostly nanocarbon, so if I can successfully move it, I could get it in there, but I might need to cut it into slightly smaller chunks. Let's see. Alright, so if I cut you, will that separate part of this off into a different section? Yes, it will, from the looks of it. Yes, it will. Okay. So that entirely nanocarbon? Yes, that can all go straight in the processor. Which means if I still getting a feel for which keys do which here. If I cut you and you, and switch back to the grapple. Oh, these bits come off. Yeah, so they're only entire segments, lower and upper. Now that's stopped, so there is a sense of momentum here somewhat, so I can't just necessarily propel everything off infinitely. But it also means that I don't have to worry about stuff just drifting off into the abyss if I accidentally sever something. And fail to stop it from moving in time. Anything suitably heavy is going to stop somewhere. Now, is that going to be enough for that thing to move? Probably not. But I can now pass. Okay, yep, getting a little bit close to that. That doesn't seem to like that. Alright. Alright, what next? Let's see if I can get this entire side off. Yep, that appears to have disconnected that. Might want it in slightly smaller chunks if I want to get it into the processor, but let's... Oh, no, those are entirely unique segments here. So if I grab you... Heavy, but not so heavy that I can't move it. This thing's heavy. Come on, in you go. Few pulses seems to give it more speed. Let's do the same with these bits.
Processing valuable deposits. Credits transferred.
Salvage goal reached.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Nice. Third piece.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Getting some red a bit there. Gotta be careful when doing that close to the ship though, because I don't want to just send everything off into the abyss of nowhere. Thruster cap. Is that still processable? Yeah. Yes. I've heard bits about this game that eventually you start getting more complex hardware that's going to require you to disconnect certain things first, or potentially blow yourself up, so need to make sure I know what I'm doing with those before I get to them. But, so I know it talked about oxygen, but I haven't seen any reference to that yet. Alright, what next? Do we want to do the other side? Yeah, let's do the other side. You know, let's sever these one by one just to keep everything in one place until I'm ready to deal with it. Okay, so what do those look like when they're separate from one another? So does each...
Applying credits to account.
Okay, so each individual thing that...
Salvage goal reached. Rewards
When it highlights like that, presumably they can be broken up into separate pieces if I have the right tools for cutting stuff. But I don't have anything that can cut those light blue ones just yet, so I've got to do those as entirely one segment. But if I could cut those, that would be connecting that bit, and that bit, and that bit, and then could split it into even smaller chunks to deal with. But for the time being, I'm poor, so I've got to deal with this lot first. There we go. I wonder what the little square looking in different directions is for sometimes. Is that where it will get propelled if I shot it? I don't think so. yours.
Valuable
This
object processed. Credits awarded.
thing. Can I do anything with you? No. Right. One more panel on this side to deal with. I wonder what the cutter temperature represents eventually. Do I have to worry about it overheating, or is that just how much I can do in one shot if I'm wanting to slice larger pieces? Or well, I'm sure they will tell us soon enough. In you go. Right, what we got left? I've got some nanocarbon still on the tops and on the bottom, and I've got some bits there that I could cut those. Assuming I can see them, they're presumably inside. Yes, they are. There's no aluminium on the tops. So if I do that, it's like... No, yeah, if I do those next, then it should keep the aluminium on the inside roughly intact. So I can separate that panel and that panel, so I can, in theory, do these one at a time if my understanding of this is correct. Cut, break you, and you, and then switch to the grapple. There we go. Very zen, this game, once you know what you're doing. It's sort of the same sort of vibe you get as with Power Wash Simulator, just sort of sitting there doing some stuff for a bit, for a while. That got stuck. No, that's still working. Now, in theory, if I'm doing all of this right, if I cut you and you, this will come free, but it shouldn't cause the aluminium inside to suddenly start splitting apart. Yep, seems like it. Heavy.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Alright, so there's so the lighter it is, the less it, the more it drifts, maybe? That, or I'm just, oh, okay, that's light enough that that's now floating away, so I'm gonna have to be cautious of that.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
In you go. Alright. What next? We've got one more top and bottom, and then you've got the front, and then in theory this entire chunk of aluminium inside should just come away in one clean piece. Of course, in order to cut those, I'm going to have to figure out how to get in the inside. Ah, there's another door. Oh, that's already moving away. Oh, that didn't go in. Ooh, and that's about to drift off. Alright, so momentum still exists on the pulse. That doesn't just immediately change its direction either. That's useful to know.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Alright, nearly there. Just got a couple more bits to clear out. Alright, what do I want to do now? Let's see if I can get this aluminium out in one go, shall we? If not, I might have to cut it a little bit, but alright, so now is alright, so if I just cut these four, is that gonna cause it to come free? Find out soon enough. Was that enough to break anything loose? Yeah, there we go. Alright, that is now cut free. But it is still too heavy for me to move, which means I'm going to have to break this down into slightly smaller chunks. Probably with the... well, let's split it in half first. That just cut you in too immediately. I didn't mean to destroy that entirely. So if that's too small, that's oh, I can process the door, can I? Okay. Can I break that free of anything else? So if I apply too much damage to a certain piece, that incinerates it entirely, does it? Okay. At least these are only relatively cheap parts. Okay, so that can still impact the stuff behind it, seemingly. Alright, experiment time. What happens if I take... Oh, I see. I can pull that straight out, can I? Okay. But I didn't need to cut that out on its own.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Let's move you out the way for a moment so you can focus on this. Would splitting this in half be enough to move each piece in one at a time? Yes, there we go. Now I can move that in one go. So bring it down to smaller chunks would probably still be useful. Right, you're small though, I can move you through. Thread the needle, thread the needle. Yeah, there we go.
Material deposited.
Ooh, another small piece down here that I can get through easily. Yeah, that's nice and easy to move. Flies real good.
Account credit applied.
Let's see if I can move this without bumping that one too much. I mean, it's simple to start with, but still enjoyable in Zen level.
Material accepted.
Right, what we got here?
Credit transferred.
This all processor? Yes, it is. So if I can get this all through in one chunk over to this bit. Still got 2 ranks left to clear. Are those both going to work in this one piece that's left? I've only had a small amount that wasn't salvaged. I'm assuming that's what that little red bit at the very right of the spot is supposed to be. And if I can actually send it in the right direction without incinerating myself in the furnace right next door. Processing. And in it all goes. Yee!
Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
Oh, that's the last bit that I still need to deal with. Pew! Did that go in? Did it go in? I didn't get any notification there. Alright, is there anything else floating around that I haven't dealt with? There's still a bit of a gap. Alright, let's have a look. I don't see anything else except these couple personal belongings just floating around. I assume I can't do anything with those. Yeah. Bonk. Maybe I can do something with those later, or... Oh no, it's line, not thruster. Anyways, I think that is one entire ship clear. Let's go back into my yellow habitation pod thing. Let's see what they have to say about that, shall we? There we go. Oh, nice. $2.5 million out of that. We'll do quite nicely. A little bit destroyed, but not a whole lot. Where's that 0.8% remaining gone?
New certification level achieved. License upgraded.
Alright. License upgraded. That's in. Alright, what you got for me?
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your theta wave levels are high. Please administer 2 caffeine pods before starting your shift.
Barely even started and I'm already addicted on the coffee. Ooh, stickers. Perfect salvage of over 95%. Wouldn't perfect be 100. Minimum payments are due, blah blah. No, I've already had that message.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go ahead and pick another ship.
Alright. Can we do... no, can't have the caffeine pods. Anything new on the terminal? Ooh, yes, 3 new messages. Mackerel heavy cargo. Robust model built to transport heavy industrial goods or hazardous materials. Grapple strength can be upgraded to improve handling of its heavy structural elements. Bigger, whether or not it has anything else inside, I don't yet know. Hazards, but okay, right, let's... Okay. Lynx is committed to ensuring shipbreakers are exposed to hazard levels in ships only according to their proficiency level and median estimated emotional adjustment time should death occur related to these hazards. If you have reached clearance for hazard level 2, you may begin to encounter fire hazards in the form of fuel or flaming objects. Attention, causing Lynx equipment or salvage goods to be damaged by fire hazards will result in credit deductions, as will damage to or destruction of your Lynx spare. Don't blow ourselves up, okay. The Lynx kiosk is your one-stop shop for all shipbreaking needs. It dispenses all the items that any self-respecting shipbreaker wouldn't leave the hab without. At the kiosk, shipbreakers can find the following courtesy of our affiliate suppliers: oxygen tanks, thruster fuel refills, medkits, tool repair kits, suit patch kits, demo chargers, tethers, cartridges. All of these are available for purchase at market rates and already factor in your 1.7. Ooh, how generous. Tuesdays only. How generous. Employee discount. Genuine patch kits manufactured in Damascus, Earth. Alright, what do we get for the next certification levels? What did that heavy cargo unlock? No new tools this time. Grapple tether module is the next rank. And then now on level 5 we get stinger, scanner, grapple, helmet. Is that when they're going to start turning on oxygen at level 5 then? What's an audio resynth? More music, maybe? Alright. Let's have a look over the workstation, can I? What we got here now? Stickers. Oh. I can put the stickers onto my cutter. Which ones do I have? I picked up one. Where is it? There it is. Where do I want to put you? I'll put you... I was hoping it would put the other way round, so it's not just sideways, but oh well. There, all do. Do I have any others? No. Can't buy any more equipment just yet, though, either. That really is a tiny sticker going onto that thing. Can I do anything with the suit? No, I can't. Alright, next ship. Let's go. I've done pretty much everything I can with that one now. Alright. Warning, explosive. Even the light cargo ones are potentially hazardous now. Okay, so that says explosive rather than fire. Is that always I thought it said we were getting fire-related ones on here. No. Where's it gone? Hazard fire. Fuel or... Yeah, should be fire hazards rather than explosives. Maybe I'm reading the signs wrong. Well, we shall find out soon enough. Okay, so we've got light cargo, or heavy cargo. Station hopper was what I just did. Wasn't? Oh no, or maybe. No, I think I did a light... Yeah, I did a light cargo for the first one. Well, there's a heavy cargo in here, so... worth a little bit more, and it's a different type of ship, so let's give it a go. Alright, let's see how this plays out. There we go.
Alright, hold up a second there, Cutter. Because you increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next grade of ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're gonna want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below.
So that's what that is.
Go ahead, have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Alright, what we got? Things are moving up the elevator. Alright. Furniture. So I'm probably going to want to, well, open it up and then get some of that furniture out. Alright, these are easy, easy clears. So in theory, all I need is the cutter for those, just to remove those bits first. And down. So that's what that looks like for the detached stuff. So there's a certain prompt on the reticle that says okay. Yeah.
Salvage registered. Transferring
That'll be what
credit.
the remaining bits from the previous one were. There was that little CPU or something, and maybe I could put those in the thing, maybe? They seemed small though, and I couldn't grapple them, so maybe I went... Oh well. It's a moot point. I was able to get most of what I wanted out of that one. In you go.
Salvage deposit registered.
Alright.
Account credited.
Anything else on the outside that we can get? Ah, I can just pull this off, this one. There we go. Don't need to cut that one off.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Alright, how can one detach the cargo hatch? Alright, I see some bits holding into place there. Are they on the outside? Yes, they are. The attachment cargo hatch will also get me an extra way in just a moment as well. And up it comes. The door on the previous one probably would have been salvageable, wouldn't it? There we go. In it goes.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Lynx regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things
Oh boy.
go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Alright, let's see how we go. So now I'm going to be on the clock for dealing with this stuff, am I? Alright. So shift goes down in addition to C, does it? It's useful to remember.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
So where does this number come from? Is that the value I could potentially be getting out of this, or? Is that how much I earned previous? Yeah, that might be how much I earned in the previous one, I think. Tools and equipment. Health, oxygen, suit patches, and fuel. Alright.
Good stuff, Cutter. Pretty easy, right?
So I'm just going to have to
I'll leave you to it.
deal with
Look at
that
it
as it
again when you
comes,
get the next break.
most likely then.
Weaver out.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. Still don't hear of any of the other scanner options here. Alright, that side panel looks like it just comes off neatly there, so let's see if I can find my way in to get those clear to start with. There we go. Wow, that oxygen's moving down quickly. That's moving faster than I thought it would be. Oh, okay, that suddenly popped open. That was not what I was expecting it to do, but hey, that makes things lighter.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Alright, and let's repeat that on the other side. Maybe with fewer popping. Ooh, that looks explosive. Let's get that free. If I punch this, is it going to explode? No.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oh, these can be pulled off entirely, can they? Okay. I see, so the indicator is separating those.
Valuable object processed. Credit deposited.
Getting a feel for how this moves about now. Still drifting occasionally, but getting a rough feel for how to move the stuff. And there was an extra bit somewhere around here. Where'd that gone? There it is. what next? Let's see if I can get the entire front plate free. What does the reds and the dashed bits represent there? Does that mean there's something still attached to those? Yeah, possibly. Well, I'll deal with that when I get to it. Oh, there's still a panel here that's not being dealt with. In you go.
Object processed. Transferring
Let's see if I can
credit.
get this front plate clear next. So there's a number of cutting points I'm going to need to deal with here. I can't go through, why are you still showing? There we go. Every time I try and go for T, I hit R, and every time I try and hit R, I hit T. It's these two, and then the two down there, and that should be enough to bring this section free.
Hey, Cutter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2 stat. We were out.
Alright. Alright, let's get that oxygen dealt with then, okay. It doesn't give me long on that O2 tank. I'm probably going to want to invest on increasing that fairly promptly. Right.
Welcome to Vintage 9.
There we go.
Thank you for your...
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alright, so I've refueled that. Fuel is going down slightly slower, but... Alright, that should all be free as well now. It's separated into more than one segment, seemingly. Or has it? Is this lot free now? Yes, it is. What next? Let's deal with that airlock. That should be salvageable from the looks of it. Then I can start getting some of these side plates off. Alright, what we got here? Anything else on the airlock? Yes.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
What else can come out of this?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Alright, so the airlock is that entire segment, and I can't just yank it out, so I'm going to need to cut that with the walls. Okay. Well, let's start getting those free, shall we? You know, might as well start on that side. They're awful hollow, these ships, and that is a fuel tank. Ooh, what are you? Repair kit. Don't mind if I do. Cluster fuel. Stuff inside the ship for me to work with, okay. Alright. So if I want to get this free, what do I want? Cut. Let's see if I can get those. Yeah, let's see if I can get this bit free so I can just get into that cavity first. Now, I want to do this carefully, because otherwise I'm going to set that on fire. So, hopefully... There we go. That's all that free, and I can't quite get that out just yet, but lets me see into here. Start opening this up. That enough to cut it? Free? No, there's something else that's still... I thought I cut you. Okay, is that enough? No. Alright. Probably those segments, isn't it? Then tethering that to that. Cut you, and then up here to cut you. No, still not free. What's holding on to you? Hang on. No, you're a different panel, aren't you?
Cutter, make your way back to the kiosk on the
No, you are free.
platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't your color. Trust me on this one. Weaver out.
Okay, so it is coming free. I just need to use extra force to deal with that. And that was not a very long time I had on the oxygen there. Getting stiff. Yes, one of the first upgrades I'm going to want to do is going to be extending that O2 tank. But I think one of the status upgrades does me that as well, doesn't it? Activate tunnel. And
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
there we go. Alright, now we established that the bulk code there is coming free. I just need to be a bit more patient with moving it. And then from there I should be able to get the airlock out as well. It's not a quick job, any of this, certainly. Is this all? Yes, this is all just carbon. And swing you around.
Valuable object processed.
E.
Awarded. Salvage
Alright,
goal
now,
achieved. Reward
how do I
allocated.
get you off? Yeah, whoa! Okay, okay. You just magically come free, do you? Okay. I assumed you were still attached to something, but no, apparently you just suddenly burst free when I look at it.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Oh well, works for me, works for me. Now let's see if I can get that. See if I can get that fuel out of there. Because I don't want that anywhere near where I'm cutting stuff. Let's get another one of these panels free. So this one should only be 2 cylinders there. Fuel pipe. Can I? It's touching you, just you.
Salvage secured. Credit deposited.
Can I just pull you? No. You're just a processor thing, are you? Okay. I thought you'd be a barge thing, but okay.
Object accepted for processing. Credit deposited.
Alright, let's get this next side panel free. Ooh! That light can come off though. I've still got 2 new tools as well that I haven't unlocked yet.
Account credit applied.
So if I'm right, this should now separate off. Maybe if I can get one more panel up before I need to refuel my O2. Heavy. But I can't cut it up into other chunks yet, so... in you go. At least the fuel doesn't need restocking quite as often.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Ooh.
Salvage secured. Credit deposited.
Can I get you out of that hole? Yes, just about. Where? As long as I don't punch myself in the face with it. Alright, I'm not going to get this panel off before I need my next O2 restock,
Applying
but
credit. Salvage deposit
there's another light there.
registered. Account credited.
Deal with this light and then move onwards. Alright, time to go get some more fuel.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Music's nice and chill.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Yes, I'm aware of the low, that's why I'm going back to the thing to buy more. Alright. Well, I made the choice of not playing in the casual mode that didn't have any timers.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alright. Okay. Where are we going now? See if I can get that next side panel free. Once I've done that, that makes it a little bit easier to start getting at other stuff on the inside, which I think there's probably still more furniture and things that I can deal with in there somewhere. Alright, I cleared all the props out there, seems like it. you, and you, and then you should just peel away nice and neat. In you go. What are you? An asteroid shard.
Accepted for processing. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
An asteroid shard. Well, let's get it out of the inside and into the furnace. Alright, and another side panel next. Anything in there? No. It's just those two that should be enough to keep it free.
Raw material deposited.
This feels like the sort of game that you'd be able to do well having some other stuff to chat about whilst you play, but given this is just the first time I'm doing any streaming, there's not really much context I have for anything else that's going on in my life just yet. Oh, that comes off, does it? No, it's just processed. I don't want to be that close to these. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I'm still drifting in. That's bad. That's bad. Ow.
Injury detected. This incident may be recorded for training and quality purposes.
Well, that was bound to happen eventually. Now,
All right. Breathe. You okay? Got yourself good there. Don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us. Always good to review your spare replacement form. See how you can avoid future mishaps.
don't fly into
Spare
that
rack-
then. Okay.
And that's how they get you. Okay. Let's get back to work. Weaver out.
Alright, okay, so that's one side clear. Where do I want to go next? Let's see if I can't get the other side free. What we got? Oh, there's O2 in here, okay. But can I get you out now? Is there any way that you'll fit coming out? Yeah, you should be able to get out that hole. And around. And in you go. Alright, what next?
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Yeah, I want to deal with that other fuel canister, I think. One, and two, and this time I should be able to get the panel out straight away. This is nice open gap to work through. And out you come. Okay, that's
Deposit accepted for processing.
a lot of momentum on some of this stuff. Down you go. Alright, I should be no longer in danger of blowing myself up now, I think. That's...
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Yeah, the tiny pipe very well I'm at it. That takes some heat to do that one. Why is that process and not salvage?
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Alright, so now to pop this one out, I want to deal with these two panels here. Cut points. No, not you. You.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I'm starting to get the hang of this now. I'm sure I'll kill myself a few more times before it's done, but it's relaxing. I'm able to just sort of sit here,
Salvage accepted.
enjoy myself going through the motions of dealing with that lot.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
I'd imagine that later stages you're going to get some more in the way of challenges to deal with, so it's not just doing the one process over and over again, but I can see how people would enjoy even that potentially. Let's... Okay, maybe that is an aiming thing, the square. In you go. Alright, now I'm going to need to go get some more fuel. Soon I'm going to need to deal with
To account.
some get some more O2, and soon I'm going to need to deal with some fuel, rather. Big ships up there. Yes, working on it.
Low oxygen reserve.
What is this, Subnautica? I'm about halfway through below zero, actually. It's,
Oxygen levels
okay, now they're
stabilizing.
done talking. Yeah, so I'm maybe about... I've finished the first Subnautica, I'm maybe about halfway through below zero, so... I mean, I could play that on stream, but I'd either need to pull my save file across and just start partway through the game, or I would need to start fresh, which... Admittedly, it's been a little while since I played that one, so it wouldn't be the worst starting over on that one. But I've got a backlog of a million Steam games that I still need to play, and I'm sure a bunch of them would be viable for doing on stream.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Stuff am I considering playing lately? Been considering doing some Parkitect on stream, maybe do some construction on there. I enjoy the sort of simulator building type games, but I find that I'm not always able to come up with something incredibly interesting to look at visually. A lot of my designs just tend to follow the same sort of pattern over and over again. And then I see people that just making huge, incredibly detailed looking mega projects and stuff. I'm just like, I want to make that, but then I can't think of what to make when I see it in front of me. Which is a bit of a shame, because it's something that I would like to do, but I just
Salvage goal cleared.
have never quite gotten around to it. Hopefully all the audio balancing is coming out alright as well on stream. I had to spend some time before the stream started just getting everything set up, because I've had a long-standing issue on this computer where for some reason the microphone comes out very low. And Discord does stuff to automatically bring it up to the right volume, so some stuff can work with it, but in the actual raw Windows stuff, it's only like sort of 10% of the potential volume range. So I had to stick some additional gain on it in OBS just to make it at a reasonable level for streaming. So I'm hoping that's coming across, and I'm hoping the dropping of the in-game volume is working out nicely as well. So that when I'm talking it'll lower the game volume, but when I'm silent it's a bit higher, just so you get sort of the best of both worlds out of that, and that's going in the wrong place. Right, what else we got? What next? Should we see if we can get that rear panel free?
Valuable object posted.
Actually, you know what? Let's clear out the top and bottom. Ooh. I'll take you. A lot of stuff going in there. Oh, and some lights that are going to need to be
Salvage deposit accepted.
pulled free.
Credits transferred.
Before I start doing anything with
Salvage secured. Credits
those
deposited.
panels.
Salvage accepted. Credits applied.
In you go. Alright. Is there anything else in here that can be salvaged? The objects thing that's... oh, this cockpit. The seats are going to need doing eventually, but I'll get those soon enough. Alright, so if I cut these bits, that should be enough to pop this first segment off. There we go. But first I need to go back to get some fuel, and I might get some O2, and I might as well restock my fuel whilst I'm at it. But yeah, falling into the rhythm of it now. As long as I don't suddenly lose things.
Warning. Oxygen reserves low. Lynx recommends regular, gentle exercise to increase blood oxygen levels.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels
Let's,
stabilizing.
Grab some fuel.
For your purchase, have a
There was a panel in there somewhere that had oxygen in it, but I don't know where that went off to. I might have tossed it into the processor already, actually. Pity they couldn't park that thing a little bit closer, so I didn't have to go all the way back and forth every 5 seconds. Right. Alright. You can just go in there.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Are the red light bulbs worth anything? Oh yes, they are. Oh yeah, one of the other things I want to try doing, streaming beyond just the millions of Steam games that I've got in my library, I want to see if I can maybe do some programming stuff. I do some software development and game development stuff in my spare time and professionally. So I want to see if I could try maybe making a game on stream of some sort, perhaps. Given time constraints, it probably wouldn't be anything especially complex, but it should still be fun to do, and I hope it would be interesting to watch. But before anything else, I've got to maintain the routine of just doing streams in general, semi-regularly. I feel like in an ideal world, once or twice a week would be a good start, but we shall see whether or not I can maintain that routine. I have the unfortunate habit of picking up a lot of stuff and then going forward. I didn't mean to disintegrate something there, that was not the best option. Well, it hasn't penalised me for it, so... But no, I get interested in various hobbies that are usually far too expensive for me to be doing. And I get interested far enough to spend too much money on them, and then I lose interest. So it's somewhat of a revolving door of things that catch my attention and then I move on from. But I'm always keen to see if I can try the new bits, just to see if I find one that sticks. Just like I said, they have the unfortunate tendency of being the expensive hobbies. So, for instance, I'd really like to do some flying lessons at some point, for example. I've done a couple of trial lessons over the last couple of years, and they've always been good fun. But the lessons themselves are not cheap. Not necessarily unaffordable, but it would take a fair chunk of my savings, and I would need to be quite sure that that's what I wanted to be doing with that money. Well, COVID put a bit of a halt on that one way or the other. But things are clearing up a bit on that now, and we're getting into summer when the skies should be clear, so I'm hoping to do another trial lesson with a group at some point later this year. Beyond that, need to get back into the archery sessions as well. It's a club that I was doing some stuff at, and then I threw my wrist out ice skating and had to put a hold on that for a while. So I don't want to let that one just disappear, that particular pastime, because I've done a fair bit of that over the years. Sometime in the next week or so I'm going to need to sort some stuff out with regards to that, but we'll see where it goes from there. Right. There's more oxygen. At least I haven't managed to damage my suit yet, he said as he immediately damaged his suit. Right, what else we got in here? That seat is going to have to come out eventually. Got a lot of random junk just in the barge down there. That looks like it's... Is that... Yeah, that's free already. Yeah, so if I... Yeah, that's free already, okay. Can I just pull the glass out? No. Alright. If I want to deal with the glass, I'm going to have to cut this free. Hopefully without destroying everything this time. That enough? No. Where are you still attached? So if I can cut along like so. And in theory, if I go down and cut the bottom face, is that enough? Where are you still attached? Where are you still attached, stuff? Down here. There we go. Now, pull you straight out. Which means that chunk is now entirely free. And in doing that, I apparently ripped some other bits off. So I can get those in as well. Is that really holding all of those together? Oh, that's got the front dealt with. Now I can yank out these seats and this remaining light. There's another light in there as well.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
And in you go. A couple more lights in there, and I think that should be the... should be all the barge stuff now. I know I've said that like 3 times already, but I don't see anything and there's not much ship left at this stage, so... oh, the storage bins are a thing as well, are they? Okay. Well, there's more stuff I can stick in those.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yeah. Really be careful with that grab.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. In you go. Oh,
Warning. Oxygen low.
No salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
alright. Round we go. Oh, I could rank up soon as well, actually. I could split this into several shifts, actually, but I'm able to do this with the tools I have available, so it's hardly a problem in itself.
Welcome to Vintage Roadside down
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I imagine for the longer ones that's probably going to take longer sessions. I mean, I've already been going stream-wise for a little over 2 hours at this stage. Honestly, I was just not expecting to be streaming for quite this long. I was expecting an hour, maybe 2 hours tops. But this has been entertaining so far. I think after this ship I might call it a night possibly, but we've got a little bit to go before I get to that stage, so let's deal with that first. Alright, now in theory I should be able to get this bit off. There it goes. Is there anything still in there? No. Now we're down to the aluminium that just goes straight in the furnace. Just one last skim of that to make sure there's nothing else in there. No. In you go, come on. At least your brakes are speedy enough. Alright, where next? How much of this aluminium can I get in one go?
Deposit accepted.
I wonder if I'll be able to get it all in one set this time, or if I'm going to have to leave some bits behind. Presumably I can upgrade my scanner as well at some point so I can see which ones still have objects in them. And or potential hazards. Alright, is that enough to... Yes it is. Can I carry the aluminium in one go? Yeah, I'm gonna need to cut that into parts. This, however, can all go straight in the furnace, assuming I can move it. Not furnace, processor. So if I'm trying to grapple something that is too heavy, I can't break. After this bit, it's possible I might need to grab some more O2. Come on, in you go, all the way.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. All salvage goals complete. All rewards allocated.
Alright. Now, how do I want to try breaking this up this time? That won't just deprive me of a whole bunch of pieces. Half and half? Yeah, I'm going to lose those pieces, but no matter. Relatively slim pickings, those ones. That should, yes, be enough too. Is that going where I want it to? Yes, it is. Debris-looking stuff up there. They're just...
Raw material accepted.
Oh, it's just damage. There's one more bit here that should be able to go straight in the furnace. Alright. We done? We done.
Oxygen reserves are low.
I don't need oxygen, I'm going home.
Asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage goals.
I guess that little gap there must be, well, I mean, maybe there's some remaining somewhere, but, Alright. In we go. Come on. I've got enough oxygen to get back to the door in time. At least I certainly hope I've got enough oxygen to get back into the door in time. And return to the hab. Yes, please. There we go. When did I destroy a door? Maybe it was in one of those chunks that I sent into the furnace? Oh well, I didn't lose much from it. A lot of pieces sent to the right place. New rank.
New certification level has been achieved. License level increased.
And let's end shift.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing shortly.
That's kind of how jobs work, but okay. Electrical hazards. Due to regulatory rollbacks introduced in 2299, Lynx Salvage does not do a preliminary exam of ships to disconnect potential electrical hazards. We believe our shipbreaker is well suited to handle such dangers, and the long-term time savings are highly beneficial. Electrical components may arc when removed, impacted or damaged, causing other objects to be electrified, including the shipbreaker themselves. This can cause damage to the Lynx spare and Lynx equipment. Caution is advised. Ooh boy. New ship. Mackerel Exolab. Typically used for deep space research, the Mackerel Exolab is outfitted with a wide variety of scientific instrumentation. Extract this fragile equipment carefully and beware of electrical hazards. My predecessor Ted incorrectly stated that there were frequent electrocutions aboard Exolabs. Actually, those electrocutions are still being investigated. Yeah, this does not seem like the greatest world to be living in, at least in the industrial sector. But such is the way of certain such storylines. Daily fees. This is new. I didn't have this yesterday. Fees and salvage income. Well, I'm still in the black at least for that. Need to deal with that debt at some point, mind you, but new sticker. So rank 4 is the tutorial finished, not just rank 5. Okay.
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment, and some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to your workbench in the equipment room, and we'll see about upgrading your tools.
Workbench in the equipment. Yeah, that way, yes. Well, let's check the other bits first. Ooh. Got some food. Let's have a look at the terminal first. Any new messages? No new messages. Ish. Tether mod. That'll probably be the upgrade they're about to tell us about. Next rank is a whole bunch of stuff. So there's 9 hazard levels on these ships. Alright. I can look out the window. Ooh, that looks nice. Hell of a view, even if the job is pain. Alright, let's see about this This one's finally on. Oh no, I could do the stickers before. Let's put you somewhere. Put you there.
I'm gonna read this straight from the manual. Lynx rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first, before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Lynx tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox, tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
Are they in the grapple section? Tether module. Purchase the license for remote contiguous Van der Waals medium tensor or tether. Tethers can be deployed to establish two electromagnetic anchors that pull objects along a field medium. Well, I'm sure we'll find those out soon enough. Push module. Collapse the safe wheel and pushes objects away. Grapple license. That just increases the range of it, seemingly. Okay, let's just see what the other options are as well. So, it increases the range on those. Lots of stats there. Objects and systems, I can't get to those quite yet. Demo charges. Alright, let's get this tether module. No, see, those are already purchased, that's what it is. So, if I buy tether, I got a hold, okay.
Repeat after me, Cutter. Tethers
are your friends.
Now, have a quick read, and let's hop back in the bay.
Alright. An enhancement to the standard handheld utility grapple, the continuous Van der Waals tether field system, or simply tethers, reduces the need for multiple shipbreakers to move a single heavy object. A versatile tool in the hands of skilled workers, the introduction of tethers led to the second greatest increase in salvaging efficiency in Lynx history, only losing out to the real protein breakfast meal, discontinued in 2262. Tethers are easy and intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple's secondary trigger to place the first contact point, drag the connection to another object, and release the trigger to complete the connection. Tethers automatically attract to pull connected objects together. They can also be used to pull objects into the processor, furnace, or barge for efficient and quick salvaging. Means I don't need to just keep poking the things into the furnace, I suppose. That could be useful. Is there anything else I can buy at the moment? No. Get a bunch of stuff next. Is there a sticker that I haven't used somewhere? Oh, I picked up another little spaceman. You can go there. Alright, let's just have a look at... So is it a tutorial or... I'll do the training, just try out the tethers, and then after that's done, I think I will call it a night. Just give me a second to check something super quick. Okay, alright. Let's verify there's nothing else I want to be doing in there. Alright, let's start training. Church of the Machine God.
Let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple. They're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, then release the input to create the tether.
Alright.
Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've already placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all of your tethers. Go ahead and try it now.
Salvage deposit.
Yeah, there you go. Now, you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise, but after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them. Try and clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them as a group. I've seen some cutters do incredible things with a daisy chain of tethers.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
All right. Well done, Cutter. Like I said, tethers are your friends. Once you get the hang of them, you can get pretty creative on how you use them. Now, when you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
So yeah, those should be useful. I think how useful they are depends on exactly how many of those it's giving me per session. But, well, we shall see that soon enough, I guess. Alright. Not much for that shift, unfortunately. I keep forgetting that I have to press a button to move through that loading screen.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Well, I didn't earn much that previous day. All the rental stuff. I think I saw something in the upgrades for purchasing certain tools, which presumably cuts away some of those fees slightly. Cuts away. Alright. What have we got in the shift options, just whilst I'm here? A bunch of hazard level 3 things. And they've all got those hazards now. Well, hazard level 3 ones too, at least. 5 ships available, they empty. Alright, okay, I think I am going to call it there. I'm getting a bit stiff, and I'm a little bit hungry and thirsty, and we've been going for 2.5 hours, so yeah, I had fun with this. Certainly a fun game. Might try 1 or 2 others before I rotate back to this one for the next session, but if people want to see more, then by all means let me know, and we can potentially play some of that again. Like I said, I don't know exactly what the working schedule is going to be for this just yet, but hopefully once or twice a week streams. If they prove popular, I can do more. We'll see how it plays out. Anyways, for now, I shall say thank you for watching, have a good evening, and I will see you again soon.